Welcome to the Daily Races. We're racing at Spa. We're covering tips and tricks and best cars to use here. Now, we usually drive mid-engine vehicles, but we are finding here at JCCR Racing that the front engines are indeed easier to drive. It's no surprise that the BMW and the Supra are two cars that are at the top of the list for this track, and the Supra is fast, it is sturdy, and I'm loving it. As long as we do a little bit of slight tuning here and put the brake controller, the brake balance, to -3. Sorry, brake controller, that's for trucks, pickup trucks, and I'm into pickup trucks quite a bit, so sorry about that. So we're going to be covering tips and tricks and talking about best cars as we online battle intense action, trying to climb the ranks. Now, of course, they've thrown us back into D class for being a little too slow. But everyone ahead of us is mostly C class, but with D and E safety ratings. So this should be an absolute clown show. This should probably be very chaotic. Oh, and I'm doing my best. I was very smooth with the brakes there to make sure that I avoided a collision. We want to have clean, safe, smart driving. And we just absolutely despise being taken away on a straightaway. And he came to my kitchen to cook in my kitchen, and he got burned, so he can't really be complaining a whole lot because he was banging on us on the straightaway. And if someone's banging on you on the straightaway, well, if you try to avoid them, when they wind up to hit you, they'll hit you even harder. So all I did was keep my car close to his so that as he bangs, he pushes himself off the track. So a big time punter, and we'll get up to 4-second penalty for being completely punted off the track, most likely. Oh my goodness. What a clown show as we get thrown in with D safety ratings. We'll safely come back on the track using that rear view camera to make sure that we didn't just throw ourselves into traffic. But wow, someone forgot their brakes and decided to use us as their brakes. What an online experience. Online racing has become somewhat frustrating. Now, of course, if you're at the top of the pack and you're just racing and enjoying life, it's great. Our last race was actually very clean. We got a clean racing bonus. And it was a lot of fun having a nice clean online race. But this one's a bit of a frustrating one, but let's try to climb up the ranks. We got a shark behind us, but it looks like he actually may have used the brakes. Nope, not at all. So that should be a big time second, but a big time penalty. But of course, there'll be no time penalty likely because Gran Turismo likes to cater to the majority of the drivers, which would be dirty donkeys and dirty dogs. But if you like to see action-packed racing, you're at the right place. All you have to do is like, subscribe, drop a comment so you can be part of the JCCR racing crew. All those dirty drivers now getting past. Huge time penalties, probably for being well worse than the car we're following right now, which was nonetheless pretty bad when passing us. We want to hunt these apexes so we can go through the corner, through the turn, come out much further ahead, and basically if you've got the right drive line, once you're at about the middle of the apex, you can get back on the throttle as a general rule of thumb. Better to go in slow so that we can come out further on the track and faster on leaving the turn, the takeoff. So turning in, up to Grandma's house. Try to get the radar on to help know when we're about to get punted or speared into another stratosphere. That was not a very good line, so that was slower than we should have been. We go in slow, we can get the right drive line, and with the right drive line, it'll feel slower, but we'll have faster laps. Like there, we can get on the throttle back earlier if we actually hunt these apexes. Great turning. Turn in when the brake balance is at -3. on the Toyota Supra. Very steady, great on the curves. Doesn't have the best acceleration or the best braking, but it is nice and easy to drive. Very, very solid. Down by the cottages on the flat, or what looks like a brewery. Now the Toyota Supra does need to be shifted early, but overall it's one of the best cars, and I'm very, very happy with it. Porsche 911 on that turn sometimes likes to lose control. Ferrari and Lamborghini, all the same, they're all very fast cars. They're a little more finicky. This Toyota Supra is easy, a lot like the GTR or the NSX. So we got the right line, we went in slow, and now we're coming out quick, and of course we're gonna slipstream behind this car, let them break wind for us. It's not as smelly as it sounds. Fifth to the floor here. Oh, we probably picked up a time penalty there. That was no good. We went out maybe a foot. Yeah, there we go. So we could have corrected that with a quick little downshift or just really laying off the throttle. Going up to Grandma's house. Oh, and 7 is a dirty driver, but the Corvette is clean. He's actually, no, he's not avoiding me. He's quite dirty, actually. And no time penalty, because GT7 just gives no socks. Gotta remember to shift early on the Toyota Supra. Nice little lesson from Aussie Pug. And the best revenge is success. Yes, pulled off the pass. Second gear for better rotation, better turn in on the turns. This has been a bit of a chaotic race. Ooh, last minute braking saved with having the manual and being able to use the engine braking to slow us down. So we made a good climb back from, what was that, 14th that we got knocked into? Ooh, good solid comeback. And you'll get solid comebacks when you're racing as well, or when you're trying to achieve any goal. Really, if you focus on the goal itself. And in racing, we're just wasting time when we try to retaliate or hit every car that we want to pass. I'll have a much slower race. So down from where we started, but much higher than where we got violently pushed into, speared into another stratosphere, punched by a donkey or two or three, or wow, we got hit up by a lot of cars on that one. Let me know in the comments if this is your online experience, how you've been finding GT7 online, and what car you've been driving. And this has been JCCR Racing. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. Really helps the channel out if you drop a comment, and I want to get to know especially the first 1,000 subscribers, because I consider you all part of the JCCR racing crew, the OG racing crew. And when we do lives most nights of the weeks starting at around 9 p.m. I hope that you'll make it for the live and drop some live chats, some comments in the live chat. We've got a good amount of actually pros, A, B, and C drivers coming in, dropping great tips. So join us there. The goal is to have, well, beyond the goal of going from zero to hero, the goal is to
Night
have
Rider
sort of an
HVAC
atmosphere that
has
you'd
left the
have
room.
back when video games used to be multiplayer and we'd hang out with our best buds in the basement. So join us for that. Until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power, and hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on your dream car. And I just want to drop a huge congratulations to JGT Julian, whose speed went up, as well as their safety rating. So good work on trying to get into safer driving leagues. And boy, do I ever not understand that when you're on the verge of getting into a new faster league, they mix you in with D, safety rating D, safety rating D,
Thanks Nelson.
safety rating E. It is
John
hard to be
Marcus,
fast
Fossil Hunter
when
92,
you've
has
got
left the
this
room.
much danger around you. So talk about the
1958,
danger
Slot
zone. Take care, folks. I'm blessed
8321, has left
that
the
you take the
room.
time to watch. If you've made it this far, drop the comment finisher. Thank you so much, and until next time, take care.